welcome back to the Evans Family Garden. Today I have another seed saving video. We're going to talk about marigold seeds, and how to save them. Very simple. I'll show you the whole process. I'm inside because it is already hot this morning and I wanted a couple more sips of my coffee before I get out there, and I'm surrounded by all the gnats. So first I want to talk to you about the marigold seeds and how easy they are to save and why I save them. Okay, so why do I save marigold seeds? The first reason is just it's so simple. So simple. You're just cutting off the dead flowers and pulling out the seeds. I'll show you that later in the video, how easy that is. Two, it's money saving. These are the same reasons I save all of my seeds. Saves money. You don't have to buy seed packets. One marigold flower, the seeds you get from one marigold flower, just the flower itself, is, I don't know, like 50 seeds or so, and each one of those seeds creates an entire plant, not just one additional flower, an entire plant. So one marigold flower produces, let's say 30 seeds. Each seed produces another plant. Each plant produces, let's say the plant produces only an additional 30 flowers. That's 30 flowers. And then each one of those flowers produces another 30 seeds. 30 times 30. Holy moly, that's so many plants. And they keep producing as long as they get pollinated. Wow. So I've already been picking marigold heads this year. I actually have already given so many away. I actually shipped some to a friend and she planted them and it's already grown a plant and a beautiful flower. I'll put that down below here so you can see it. It's just beautiful. She did such a great job with it. My plants are still alive. They're still creating flowers, and those flowers have already produced other plants that have grown and created their own flowers. They're just so fast growing, so prolific, and they're such a benefit to have in the garden. Okay, so one, simple. Two, money saving. Yes, it really is money saving because now you have all of these seeds. You don't have to buy any more seed packets. Three, my third reason for saving marigold seeds is just the joy that I get out of it, the sense of accomplishment, the reward of growing something, and then knowing that I can save the seeds from it and grow another one of those things. It's just so rewarding that life just keeps giving and keeps going on. Just knowing that you can plant a seed and it's going to grow into this beautiful plant, and that plant is going to keep producing life and keep going on and producing more plants and more plants after that, year after year, season after season. Just to know that you're giving life and that life is continuing life and life is just going to keep going on. What a great way to look at things. It gets me through my day. On my bad days, especially at work with all the cranky people right now, I try not to let any of that get me down because I know life goes on. Life continues on. What is that phrase? Life will, what is it? Life will, if you know what that phrase is, put it below. Life will, I saw it in I think it was a TED Talk or something. Was it? No, it was Grey's Anatomy. Of course it was. Basically, it just means that life is going to continue on. It's not the end of the world if something goes wrong. You might kill something. You might kill a plant. It's okay. It happens. Life will continue on. You might have a bad day at work. You might have someone that yelled at you today. It's okay. Life will go on. It's just to me, the garden has so many, I don't know, ways to look at life, if that makes sense. So many life lessons that you can learn just by being in a garden. You can see all of the different things that happen in the garden, different diseases that happen, and then the plant continues, it gets better, and it continues on. New life forms. It's amazing. And I try and look at the positive and continue on, and no matter what bad things happen, what drama is happening around you, what people are trying to say about you, just be you. Continue on. Life will carry on. Things will work out. People will see the good. Don't let life get you down. Grow a garden. The reward. I was talking about what a reward it is to grow something in the garden, to know that life is going to continue, that you're putting energy into this life, and it's now going to find a way to continue and grow on for years and years and years. And it's just so rewarding. I did that you did that. If you're growing a garden, it's just the most amazing feeling, so rewarding, such an accomplishment. And it really is. Yeah, it might seem simple to some people, but it really is an accomplishment. Be proud of your garden. Be proud of what you can do, because not everyone can grow it, and not everyone can put in the time and energy that it takes to grow a garden. It really does. It really, and it's not hard, but you have to go and actually put in the time. So those are the 3 main reasons why I save marigold seeds. Simple, money saving, and rewarding. And so with that being said, let's go and save some seeds. So I have tons of marigolds right now, and this is actually after I've trimmed them down already this morning. I like to trim them just because they start crowding out my tomatoes, and I don't want to crowd out the tomatoes. I want to give the tomatoes more room in here so the airflow can go through, so I don't get any diseases with moisture that gets held in. So I trim back my marigolds so they're not holding in any additional moisture in the middle there to disease the tomatoes. Then my marigolds end up overflowing here and create this giant bush, and they get pretty tall. They get up to like here. So what I'm gonna go and do today is save the seeds from the dead marigolds. I'm gonna deadhead the plant, take off any of these marigolds that are all dried up. So instead of cutting them off earlier when they look kind of just sad and wilty, I wait until they dry up, because then you can pick these off or cut them. Pick them off like that. Pinch them. I usually use 2 hands, but I'm recording, so pinch the bottom tight and pull out. See this? Focus here. So the petals are attached to the seeds. That's so that the petals can blow the seeds away and carry them off somewhere else to reestablish another plant. And that's how they reproduce, is how they continue to grow. So what I'm going to do though is pull off all of the petals, so I just have the seeds. So this is what it looks like after all the petals have come off. You can see the little black tips starting to show. That's the seed. So this is a little seed pod. So all I'm gonna do is come over to my bucket. So I just grab a plastic container or bucket, whatever I have that's solid, so the seeds don't blow it. And all you're gonna do is pull these out. You can kind of pinch and rotate to get the rest of it out, but now there's an empty seed pod. And look at all those seeds. That's just from one flower. One flower made all of those seeds. So I have quite a variety of different colored marigolds on here, and as you can see, this plant that I have has all of these different patterns. And so the seeds hopefully will produce multicolored flowers for next year. So what I'm actually going to do with these seeds, because I am recently engaged, getting married next year, I'm going to use the seeds and make little seed packets for my gift bags. And they make great gifts. So I ripped one of these open just so you could see it. Hi, Angel. All the dogs are visiting me. Got Remus between my feet. Okay, I moved into my kitchen because the gnats were horrendous this morning and would not leave me alone. So I'll just show you really quickly here. This one we already did. That guy's empty. But I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 10 seed pods left to do, and I've only done like 5 or 6 so far, and that's already so many seeds. Each one of these seeds will create a whole nother plant. So that giant bush that you saw, I think that's maybe 6 seeds, 6 to 8 seeds that sprouted close together this past year. So next year there's gonna be tons of marigolds, which is great because of course I'll have missed a lot of pods and the seeds will blow, and so next year they'll just re-sprout on their own. Of course I'm still gonna save some for myself and regrow them. The bush that you saw, I planted from seed directly into the ground, directly into my garden. I didn't grow them in a starter thing. I always have bad luck with marigolds that I grow in the starter packs. They get really leggy and I don't get them out into the environment soon enough. Maybe that's my fault. And they just aren't very strong. They end up growing, but they're just not strong from the very beginning. So marigolds I prefer to plant directly into the garden. And in my growing area, I'm in zone 9B, Central Valley of California. In our growing area, I have plenty of time to grow them directly into the garden. We have a very long growing period. So I direct sowed those back in March and they've been growing really well. I've gotten tons of seeds off of them already. I've given most of those away to friends because that was before I got engaged. So I didn't know I would be saving seeds to give away to people. So this year, I'm gonna save as many seeds as I can. And they should make nice little gift bags. So this will probably make 1, maybe 2 gift bags. Little satchels, I'm gonna order some off of Amazon. There's some disposable tea bags that I order, and I'll probably use those. They have nice little drawstrings, and I'll just put those in there. With what message I should put as the note for each little satchel. Should I say something like, with love from my garden to yours, or love grows here? What are your thoughts? What should I put? So again, here's the seed pod. I already took out all the petals, but these are the seeds inside, and all you have to do is pull them out. These little hairs sticking up, you just pull them out. Look at all those. Look at how many there are. What is that, like 30 of them, 50 of them? From one flower. And each of these seeds creates an entire bush, which creates I don't know how many flowers throughout the year. It's just the most amazing. So I'm gonna let these sit on my counter until maybe this evening or tomorrow, just to let them dry out a little bit. It was moist. It was damp in my garden this morning. There's a lot of dew. These are pretty dry, but I'm still gonna let them dry out. I don't want to create any mold. I want the seeds to be good for next year. I want to be able to give them to my friends and family and let them grow marigolds in their garden. Many of my friends started gardening for the first time, and I just want them to have that experience of being able to grow something successfully just from a tiny little seed. I just think it's the most amazing thing. So that's how you save marigold seeds. Super simple. Very, very simple. Easy to do. Anyone can do it. So it's been a few days, and I did let my marigold seeds dry out. I put them in this little Ziploc bag you can see here. Look at all of these seeds that I got. That's just from one little cutting. And did you see all of those flowers that are still on my plant and how much is still growing? And that's after I've already done cuttings and had fresh flowers on this coffee table here. I actually was keeping a vase of flowers right here. Every week I would go out and pick more marigolds to add here. But look at all of these seeds. Look at how many plants this is gonna produce. Thank you so much for joining me for this video on how to save marigold seeds. I hope you learned something. I hope that it encourages you to go out and try and save your own seeds. It is very simple. You just have to go out and try it. If you have any questions on what I did, please feel free to comment below. Ask me. I will respond as they come in, as I see them. But please just go out, save some seeds, grow something today. It is so rewarding, and it's okay if it doesn't all succeed. Just keep trying and grow a garden. Thank you for joining me today.